today's video, I will be using these Dollar Tree mop pads along with this metal Dollar Tree bunny frame with other Dollar Tree items to create a Easter Bunny wreath. I started by using the mop pads around the bottom of the frame by just hot gluing ever so often around the metal frame, and then also hot gluing the mop pads to each other. For the bottom half of the frame around the circle, I didn't have to cut the mop pad at all. Just towards the top for the ears, and where the ears connect to is where I had to cut the mop a little bit. While I was walking around Dollar Tree and I had this bunny metal frame with me, I was looking to see what I could use to be just a little bit different to showcase that it was a bunny rabbit. I could have just put Easter eggs around it or maybe some of that brown rope, but then stumbling upon the cleaning aisle, I saw these mop pads and figured it would resemble bunny fur a little bit. I also have a metal carrot frame, and I've been going up and down the Dollar Tree aisles looking for something orange to put for that frame, but I haven't found anything yet. If you guys can think of anything that's a little bit more different than just yarn or the brown string, leave it in the comments below. I might have to venture out of Dollar Tree and go to Hobby Lobby and find something there. When cutting the mop pad, it did fray a little bit where I cut it, but not all of it came apart. It was just a few bits here and there, and after I pulled it, nothing else came apart, thankfully. I was afraid that once I cut it once, the whole mop pad would just disintegrate on the table. Oh, and if you are seeing my Dollar Tree crafts for the first time, I do a lot of Dollar Tree content. I am probably in that store more than I would like to admit to. Maybe at least once a week, but I'm always looking for new things, new craft ideas, or any new products they have, and I like to update all of you on what they have in the stores, maybe save you a trip, or maybe inspire you to even go to a Dollar Tree. I've been to some bad ones recently, and I'm grateful that I have a decent one to go to. Sadly, it's an hour away, but please subscribe below. It keeps you updated for when I put new videos out of Dollar Tree content, reviews, hauls, craft ideas, or just walkthroughs of the new items they have. Now let's get back to decorating and finishing up this Easter Bunny wreath, and then I will move on to another one using other Dollar Tree related products. In the end, this craft cost under $10. It would have been about $6 if I only bought the 4 white Swiffer pads, but I got carried away and didn't know how many I would need. But I love this craft, and I love using the white mop pads for the fur. It looks really realistic. Now let's see what I do with the next craft. For this next craft, I am using 2 wood beaded circle frames, some flowers, maybe some Easter eggs, and some styrofoam. First, I am going to detach this circle frame that was not as circular as the other one. So this will be the ears of the bunny rabbit. I am going to bend it into the ear frame for on top of the first circle. And as you can see, it looks more like bunny rabbit ears now. And then I did take 1 wooden bead off each side just so I would have more wire to work with in folding it over to the other circle. Again, detaching it, taking off 1 bead, and then wrapping it around. I counted to make sure it was even on both sides. So 6 beads on both sides of the circle frame. And then again, wrapping it around with more metal to work with because I took off 1 bead. Next, I zip tied the center of the ears to the latch of the wooden circle frame together so they would stay secure. Then, in order to get the flowers to stick to the frame, I decided to use styrofoam, and I cut it in half, and then I will hot glue it onto the wooden frame. If anyone has not tried a cordless hot glue gun, it does have its pros and cons, but I do love it so much more than the corded ones. I will leave it linked down below. Of course, you have to charge it every once in a while, but it does last for a really decent time, at least 1 or 2 craft projects, I would say, depending on if you forget to turn it off. But again, I love it so much, and I will leave it below if anyone else is interested. I waited for the hot glue to fully cure to the styrofoam before applying the flowers onto it, but at least I had something to stick the flowers onto. All of these flowers are also from Dollar Tree. I wanted to go with some purple, pink, and yellows. In the end, this wreath cost me under $10 to make and about 30 minutes of crafting time. But let me know in the comments below what wreath you prefer better, either this spring wooded beaded wreath or the one we made previously of the white mop pads from Dollar Tree. Which one would you be hanging on your front door? But that's all for now. I will see you guys next week for more Dollar Tree crafts. See ya!